Alhamdulillah, nahmaduhu wa nasta'inuhu. Assalamu alaikum, my good friends. I hope you are doing well today. You know, it's easy to say that the mission, the role, the responsibility we have is complicated and difficult, and that there are so many pathways and there are so many schools of thought and there are so many different ways of thinking about things, but I actually differ with that position. You know, the text, the holy text, the rendering, the recital, the word from Almighty Allah is actually very straightforward 99% of the time. And we really do need to look at those straightforward verses if we are feeling confused or overwhelmed. And one of those chapters I want to share with you is chapter 90 in the Quran. And chapter 90 is such a beautiful, uncomplicated address to you, to me, to anyone that is just living their lives on planet Earth on a daily basis. So let's look at this beautiful chapter 90. Surah Al-Balad, and let me make it bigger for you so you can see. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم لا أقسم بهذا البلد, I swear by this land, وأنت حل بهذا البلد, you being a free citizen of this land, ووالد وما ولد, also by the father and the child he fathers. لَقَدْ خَلَقْنَا الْإِنسَانَ فِي كَبَدٍ, we created human beings to face a challenge. أَيَحْسَبُ أَنْ لَنْ يَقْدِرُ عَلَيْهِ أَحَدٍ, does he then assume that none but himself has control over him? يَقُولُ أَهْلَكْتُ مَالًا لُبَدًا, when he states cash, I could squander lavishly. أَيَحْسَبُ أَنْ لَمْ يَرَاهُ أَحَدٌ, does he then assume that no one monitors him? أَلَمْ نَجْعَلْ لَهُ عَيْنَيْنِ, have we not given him 2 eyes, وَلِسَانًا وَالشَّفَتَيْنِ, and a tongue and 2 lips, وَهَدَيْنَاهُ نَجْدَيْنِ, and pointed him to the 2 pathways, فَلَقَتَحَمَ الْعَقَبَةِ, yet he never attempted the steep pathway. وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا الْعَقَبَةِ, and what explains to you what the steep pathway is? فَكُّ رَقَبَةٍ, it is freeing one in bondage. أَوْ إِطْعَامُ فِي يَوْمٍ ذِي مَزْغَبَةٍ, and to supply food in times of hunger. يَتِيمًا ذَا مَقْرَبَةٍ, to the orphan with close relationship. أَوْ مِسْكِينًا ذَا مَتْرَبَةٍ, or any needy person in a desperate situation. ثم كان من الذين آمنوا وتواصوا بالصبر وتواصوا بالمرحمة, then also being of those who were affirming truth while promoting perseverance and while promoting empathy. أولئك أصحاب الميمنة, such will be the preferred fellowship. والذين كفروا بآياتنا هم أصحاب المشأمة, those, on the other hand, who opposed our directives and proofs will be the undesirable fellowship. عَلَيْهِمْ نَارٌ مُؤْصَدَةٌ, upon them the fire will close in. What can be more straightforward than a simple message in simple Arabic, stating to you from the heaven, from the universe, a voice coming from your Creator, telling you that you, citizen of the world, you inhabitant of the city, this world is made a challenge for you. There's a challenge for you in this world, and the challenge is you have 2 pathways, the easy way and the tough way. The easy way is the way of surrender to shaitan, surrender to your basal and to your lower cravings and instincts. The steep pathway is the pathway of resisting your base instincts, the call to of depravity. And that is really the essence of this pathway, right? And this pathway will lead you to the choice between benevolence to others or being indifferent to the plight of others. Part of the pathway of ease, the pathway of succumbing to shaitan, you will find associated with that pathway is the sense of greed, of selfishness. And here, the pathway that is steep is linked with the serving of the poor to liberate those who are in bondage. And when we say fakku raqaba, there is no slavery in the world today, but there are many, many, many colonized people. There are many people that are under the boot of the rich and wealthy. There are many, many thousands and millions of people that are trapped in poverty because they are unable to escape the township, the ghetto. And that is the mission of the mu'min, is to resist. The mission of the mu'min is resistance. First of all, resistance to your base and to your lower inner, to the weaker side of your soul, to the dark side of your own soul, and then to resist those who are spreading hunger, those who are spreading colonialism, those who are spreading imperialism, and to take a stand. Alam naj'al lahu aynayn. Have we not given him two eyes? You see the evil, but we've given you walisanan wa shafatain, and you have a tongue and two lips. And so the duty of you and me is tongue and our lips, which is to speak against evil. And remember, this verse is a Meccan chapter before jihad or before warfare has been approved. And so this verse speaks about the war to expose evil. And so let us pay heed to this verse and let us accept the challenge to combat spiritually evil in our own souls, and from there to combat evil as we see it by denouncing it, by speaking out against it. Walisanan wa shafatay, let us use our tongue and our two lips. Walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen.